So today my presentation is going to be talking about women in STEM. So as we all know, pursuing a career in science, technology, engineering, and math fields can be challenging, but so for as well as black women in the military. But however, despite those challenges, there are countless of successful stories and people who have made a lot of excellence in that field and made a name for themselves. So I'm going to talk about strategies of how to build your network and as well as building a strong brand for yourself to help people succeed in that career field. So as a black woman in STEM and soon to be in the military, the struggle is going to be quite hard for me, but not only for that, but just to navigate complexities in the technical work, but also having to do with additive challenges as being a minority in a male-dominated field. According to a study in National Science Foundation, black women make up only 2% of the science and engineer workforce. Minority females were notably underrepresented in career fields that historically led to be wing commander or a top senior leadership position, such as chief, master, sergeant, wing commander, or senior executive services. So with the lack of representation, that makes it difficult to find mentors and role models to kind of help you navigate through that challenge of being in STEM. This is Stephanie Davis. She is a part of the military and she is a flight surgeon and a commander of flight medicine in Fairchild Air Force Base. She said during her experience of becoming and ranking up in her experience of being in the military that white subordinates often refused to salute her or seemed to be uncomfortable by taking orders from her. Some patients refused to call her by her proper rank or even acknowledge her. So she was soon attacked with racial slurs during her residencies, as well as only being the sole black resident in her facility staff and personnel. She said, for black people as well as minorities, when we experience racism or discrimination in the military, we feel blindsided, as well as we're taught to believe that this is the one place where we have a level playing field to make it to the top based on our merit. Overcoming obstacles as well can be quite hard for people of color, and especially in male-dominated fields, that can make things a lot harder. So when people kind of try to find mentors, if you have never experienced those experiences before, it's kind of hard to mentor someone because you will never ever understand what it feels like to be in those positions. So a strategy to kind of help with that is to network as much as possible, to make connections with other individuals outside of your ranking, as well as people that you just meet when you go to parties and stuff like that. So building your brand is super important. So as a black woman, it's really crucial to build your brand. So building a brand is what you do and how others perceive you. So I met with a individual from the Thrive program last summer, and his name was Jameson, and his idea of a personal brand was your combination of your skills, values, personality, and representation of who you are. His main quote to me that stuck out during that conversation was, your brand is what others say about you when you're not in the room. As building on to building your brand, networking is really important. So there's a couple of skills that we've talked about, and also as well as what I've found in my research of building your network, which is focusing on others, trying to put yourself out of your circle to build with other people, as well as kind of going to different functions, different units, as well as making first impressions. That's really important when you meet with different people, because how you perceive yourself with that individual, that kind of makes them, if they want to help you or not, as well as making communication with people that you talk to. So definitely a big thing is if someone helped you or gave you something, it's definitely to reach out to them to show appreciation. That really makes them want to help you out more. As well as keeping social media as a kind of a leverage that can help with other individuals if they're going to be using social media, if you're using it in a professional manner. So in conclusion, the challenges that black women face when pursuing these STEM careers in the military can challenging, but can also be a way to persevere through obstacles. But with determination and perseverance, you can come over and achieve and be successful. I encourage each and every one of you to take action of building your personal brand and overcoming any obstacles in your career. Don't be afraid to reach out to mentors or allies for support. And always remember that the power of your own voice and story is really important. So to combat with that, I don't really have anything tangible at the moment as my final product for my senior capstone, but I do plan over my next 4 years of college at Texas A&M as well as in the Corps Cadet to help other individuals who look like me want to strive for those places. When I went to spend the night with the Corps, there was only 2 people who looked like me out of the entire group that we had, and that was almost over 100 students. So that was really sad to see a low portion of minorities, and it's really nice to have that representation to know people in higher places look like you and can do what you want to do.